Pench, I had no expectations of anything because after doing Jim Corbett last time, my expectations on Shashank was more than Pench. So I was sure that he is going to show me something. I don't have to worry about anything. Okay, that was I just leave everything to him. He will take all kind of, preparations and, thing to give the best spottings. So when we landed up in Pench, I had no expectations. And it so happened that Pench has actually made a benchmark for my safari treks.
The thing is, I used to see your posts on Instagram, Shashank's posts on Instagram, and was really interested on going on one of these trips. Quite frankly, I'd like to say I checked you out on Google, I checked you out totally, and then as nobody was willing to come with me to Pench, or they kept delaying it, I said, I'm going on my own. So I came with a little bit of anxiety, but Shashank made sure that I was comfortable, I felt at home, and we had a great experience here.
It was nice, this dry deciduous forest, and I'm just wondering if people come here in the month of May, what's going to happen. But I think the sightings will be a lot more than what we saw right now. But then yes, it was nice, it is different, and since we covered 3 different zones, so you get an idea of how the forest is. So it's good for bird spotting also, only if you leave your focus for one safari for tigers and focus on birds also. The forest is nice, it has I think a lot of things to offer. So even if you don't get to see a tiger, don't be disappointed, because we know there are 60 tigers around inside. Yeah.
It was absolutely different, full of surprises, I must say. I came with zero expectation, but I did hope to see a tiger, but we spotted wildlife in abundance. We spotted 5 tigers and 3 leopards, so that's really good. And the landscape was very, very different. You see different landscape within the same gate, so that's something I haven't seen before.
We saw a lot of birds. Okay, I'm not very sure about the names, but a lot of colorful birds, different kind of birds. The bird population here is amazing. Enjoyed it. And animals, yes, I've never seen the Indian goat, which was good. No, it was a huge animal, actually speaking, so it was good. Then a lot of peacocks, beautiful peacocks and all.
We saw lots of peacocks, spotted your sambar, nilgai, wild boar, Indian gaur, tigers, leopards, of course.
It has to be a combination of 2. One would be the tiger on a charge mode. I've never seen that. Running even that much for 10 seconds for me is a big thing to see. So that was like one of the best things I've seen. And obviously seeing the leopard that close ever I've never seen. So that was very special, and that came out of nowhere. When you least bothered, now you least thought that you're going to see something, then you saw that leopard. That close was like, now I realized spotting a leopard is a lot more tough than actually spotting a tiger, because they get camouflaged so easily. So that was very special.
One is the tiger. It was really cool to see it crouch and actually go for a prey. I haven't seen that before. That was really surreal. And second, how they say the best place to hide is in plain sight. We saw a leopard just like 20 feet away, and we could have just passed by, and not even spotted. So that was really cool. And I think I would pick. It's really, really nice to observe wildlife behavior in their natural habitat, right? So the very first tiger we spotted was sleeping, and it was just tossing and turning. At one point, it was on its back with its paws in the air. It was really cute, baby-like, so that I think was really cute.
The most memorable sighting was of the tiger who was on these rocks, by the river, and it was in plain sight, and it was just the contrast of the color of the tiger against the white rocks, which really looked quite amazing. And she seemed to be, walking over these rocks but kind of like hopping over the rocks, you know. So it was really a wonderful sighting.
Mystic Oasis, I really love the location. So it's really accessible to most of the gates from here. It's bang smack in the center of most of the action, and you know, you have birds chirping on your windowsill and then monkeys jumping on your roof. So the experience was really great. It's part of the forest.
The stay in Mystic Oasis is good actually. It is very much like living inside the forests, outside from far from the main crowd, and the ambience is good. Food is great. The people are very helpful. They make sure that you are comfortable. It's nice.
See, the drivers were very, very experienced. I mean, we had a mad helter-skelter one drive where I thought, here I'm done for. But he just got us to the right place on the edge of the bank. And the guides, they try to find this wildlife. They can spot it much faster than anyone else. Shashank could spot it, and they knew the calls, etc. And they tried so hard because it was saddening for them if they cannot show you anything, you know. So really they tried very hard, and they were very good and experienced.
The drivers and guides, they made our experience their experience, right? So they really went above and beyond. So they did their best to give us our best.
As I mentioned before, I was apprehensive about coming, but Shashank really made sure that I was totally comfortable. He was more excited by our sightings than we were. It was really a pleasure to see. Like he felt he's accomplished something. I'll definitely go on another safari with him.
It was very nice, and I look forward to meet him in different parts of the country, more further, in different new destinations and new trips. Although I would not say that every time I will expect him that we should get to see something, but then yes, just the sheer fact that we'll be in a new place and exploring the place, I think that will be also a lot more fun. So that will be my main aim. But then yes, things would follow. I'll always have my bucket list, 2-3 things. Dikh jaye to acha, otherwise okay.
If you would like to in fact join us on our safari tours and expeditions, please do connect with us on the platforms mentioned below. And if you'd like to know more on India's wildlife and our protected areas, please do subscribe to our channel. Thank you for joining us. See you next time.